Hi, I'm Linda VanLear, and I'm here today to teach you a little bit of watercolor and acrylic techniques, making a tree for Christmas. A while back on another segment I showed how to do watercolor technique with salt. You paint your canvas or your water paper and then you sprinkle salt on it, and it does this beautiful technique. It looks like snowflakes flying in the air, and it's really pretty. You can do any color blues, any color you want, but I want to do a tree with a blue background. And I'm going to use burnt umber to begin with to do my basics of a tree. And you start, I love a fan brush. This will be done totally with a fan brush. And unlike watercolor, I can go from dark to light. You can't with watercolor. Once you put a color down dark, you got to stay with it. So this gives you some versatility. So I'm going to start out right about here with my top of my tree. And I go like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, and I want it centered. That's another thing. You don't usually center any subject in a painting, except unless you're doing something like a portrait or a study of a flower or one object. So then you can do that. And you just kind of go back and forth. I think I want my tree a little wider. And I'm going to put some black in it too, yet. That's the beginning of the tree. Okay, now I'm going to put some black in it because I want the tree to have depth. Ooh, that's milky black. I don't know why that isn't coming out very nice. It's got more color, more gel in there than I want. And then I want the base to come down like so. So you get your nice branches. Now, some trees have their branches go up, but I think a lot of these Christmas trees, depends on the style you're doing. There's your outline of your Christmas tree. The next color I'm going to use is green, and I might even mix a little yellow in it, but I just love the fan brush because it can give you so many techniques. And just keep putting it in, and what I do is I put it kind of in between these areas. So you get a little bit of green in there. I put the green up on top, a little more on the top edge here. Because the other colors will be shadows. The dark colors will be the shadows. Now, I'll mix a little bit of yellow in it, and you'll see my cap. I don't like this caps. They always break on this particular brand. And I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to get in trouble with that brand. But I just can't seem to keep the caps on those. The colors are great, but the caps break. Now if I mix a little bit of the, you see what a different color green you get? It's a much lusher green, I think. And being that our background is darker color, I think that'll pop out a little bit more. Okay, put a little more of that in there. Okay, we need to stop for a little bit because my next one is going to be white, but it's got to dry. Now that this is dried a little bit, I can move on to the next phase, and that's putting the white snow on. And this really makes the thing pop. You go above each area, so it looks like snow's hanging down on these branches, and load up again. Try to go above the black so it looks like you've got snow right on top and you get the shadows underneath. These fan brushes are quite quite a bit of fun to do. And as you see, I rotate the brush back and forth to try to give you the feeling like the branches are sweeping down and around. Give a little more to the top of the tree. A bit more there, just a hair there. I don't want to cover up too much of my shadows, although, you know, a tree filled with snow has a lot of white on it. So don't be afraid with your white, but you want to use that black as a shadow underneath. And enough snow. I like a tree filled with snow. Don't be afraid to do this. And again, you're not being perfect, and you don't have to be. But you know how these trees look. A little more over here. We want to have it nice and even. Now the other thing, you know, these trees have, there's a little bit of snow that they're sitting on. So I kind of go up this way, a little this way, a little this way. You can have a hill, or you can have it flat, however you wanted it. And there's your tree. Now, there's one thing my granddaughter would say. Doesn't that look like a nice Christmas tree? Out in the yard. And you can decorate it with different colored balls. You know, green, pink, red, whatever you enjoy. Put them on there. Or what my granddaughter Lauren loves is bling. And if it's wet, you can do this. It'll stick right to it. Now I know Lauren, my granddaughter, would be really excited with this. So would Rachel, but Rachel isn't a bling person. Now, isn't that cool? Merry Christmas. And it's an easy technique. Just try it.